Welcome back, guys. Going through school can be tough at any age, and bullying only makes the experience more difficult. But parents can be involved in teaching their children how to deal with the issue. Dr. Charly Anderson joins us to talk about bullying in schools and how it can be prevented. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's a very important topic. So talk to us and tell us what classifies bullying.
It would be every child, actually, and I found out as I go to public schools and teach on bullying and cyberbullying, every child has a different definition of bullying.
Right.
I may ask one child, well, what is bullying to you? Oh, it's when someone hits me.
Right.
The other may say, oh, it's when someone pushes me.
Sure.
So everyone has a different definition of bullying.
And there are different types. It can be online, it can be verbal, right?
True. Cyberbullying is online, and the bullying, when it happens directly to you, is just naturally bullying.
Okay, we want to introduce Miss Goodie Shoez, who joins us on the couch this morning. How does she play a role in all of this?
Miss Goodie Shoez, actually, I wrote the book, Miss Goodie Shoez and No Shoe Bullying. So everything that we go through actually in life, I actually transformed it into shoes. And so everything that I can actually say or we go through, we do it in the shoes. It actually happens in the shoe world.
Okay. Now, how can parents classify bullying? What are some of the red flags?
Some of the red flags for kids would normally be that they're kind of closed off to themselves, or they don't want to communicate with the other kids. They become isolated. So you have to look for those signs. So if your child is kind of like not talking to you or does not want to go to school, those are signs that something actually is going wrong, and you really need to check those signs out.
Now, if you notice these signs and you have a feeling that your child may be bullied at school, how do you teach your child what to do, how to react, how to solve that problem? I
actually, and in the story, it talks about what happened as a group of kids get together, a group of shoes in the story. And they actually find Miss Tennis Shoes because she's got fumes coming from her. She's a tennis shoe, so she's smelly. And in the story, the kids, you know, she goes to lunch, and the shoes actually start pointing and say, oh, you stink. You don't smell good. And so actually when that happens, in the story, she starts to cry and she runs out of the shoe cafeteria. But Miss Goodie Shoez comes out and she lets them know it does not matter what color, shape, size, or shoe height you come in. We're all going to be friends. And that's the great thing about it is when your child, or when you see them secluded, you actually pull your child to the side and speak to them and ask them, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? These are signs that they need help and they need someone to reach out to them and speak to them about it.
And teach acceptance, right? That's always important.
Acceptance.
Accept shoes of any color and shape and size. All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Lovely book. Okay, we're going to post all this info for you and a replay of this interview online on our website. That's click2houston.com. You can find it after the show. It'll be posted on the video tab under the homepage. We'll have a final check on your weather that's coming up after the break. Stick with us.